This page was created to teach Black history. Unfortunately, the American educational system was designed to exclude our real historical account, so we are here to dismantle it. It's time to enlighten those of us who have been kept in the dark. I am a Black man who didn't know enough about my own history, so I began to dig deeper and do my own research. Black history is American history, so I want people of all races and cultures to join together to learn our history as one. Here, I will share all of my findings. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe to Teaching Black History.
The story of Augustus Tolton. Augustus Tolton was born in Missouri to Peter Paul Tolton and his wife Martha Jane Tresley, who were enslaved. His mother, who was raised Catholic, named him after an uncle named Augustus. How the members of the Tolton family gained their freedom remains a subject of debate. According to accounts, Tolton told friends and parishioners his father escaped first and joined the Union Army. Tolton's mother then ran away with her children Samuel, Charlie, and Augustine. With assistance of sympathetic Union soldiers and police, she crossed the Mississippi River and into the free state of Illinois. After arriving in Quincy, Illinois, Martha, Augustus, and Charlie began working at the Harris Tobacco Company, where they made cigars. After Charlie's death at a young age, Augustine met Peter McGurr, an Irish immigrant priest from Fantona County, who gave him the opportunity to attend St. Peter's parochial school during the winter months when the factory was closed. The priest's decision was controversial in the parish. Although abolitionists were active in the town, many of McGurr's parishioners objected to a Black student at their children's school. McGurr held fast and allowed Tolton to study there. Later, Tolton continued studies directly with some priests. Despite McGurr's support, Tolton was rejected by every American seminary to which he applied. Impressed by his personal qualities, McGurr continued to help him and enabled Tolton's study in Rome. Tolton graduated from St. Francis Solanus College and attended the Pontifical Urbana University, where he became fluent in Italian languages as well as studying Latin and Greek. Tolton was ordained to the priesthood in Rome in 1886 at age 31. His first public mass was in St. Peter's Basilica on Easter Sunday in 1886. Expecting to serve in an African mission, he had been studying its regional cultures and languages. Instead, he was directed to return to the United States to serve the Black community. Tolton celebrated his first Mass in the United States at St. Boniface Church in Quincy. He attempted to organize a parish there, but over the years met with resistance from both white Catholics, many of whom were ethnic German, and Protestant Blacks who did not want him trying to attract people to another denomination. He organized St. Joseph Catholic Church and School in Quincy, but ran into opposition from the new dean of the parish, who wanted him to turn away white worshipers from his services. After reassignment to Chicago, Tolton led a mission society, St. Augustine's, which met in the basement of St. Mary's Church. He led the development and administration of Negro National Parish of St. Monica's Catholic Church, built at 36th and Dearborn Streets on the south side of Chicago. The church seated 850 parishioners and was built with money from philanthropist Mrs. Ann O'Neill and Catherine Drexel. St. Monica's Parish grew from 30 parishioners to 600 with the construction of the new church building. Tolton's success at ministering to Black Catholics quickly earned him national attention within the Catholic hierarchy. good Father Gus, as he was called by many, was known for his eloquent sermons, his beautiful singing voice, and his talent for playing the accordion. It is no unusual thing for many white people to be seen among his congregation. Daniel Rood, who organized the initial National Black Catholic Conference, which was held in 1889, was quoted in the November 8, 1888 edition of the Irish Canadian as commenting about the Congress by saying, "For a long time the ideal prevailed that the Negro was not wanted beyond the altar rail, and for that reason, no doubt, hundreds of young colored men who would otherwise be officiating at the altar rail today have entered other walks. Now that this mistaken ideal has been dispelled by the advert of one full-blooded Negro priest, the Reverend Augustus Tolton, many more have entered the seminaries in this country and Europe." Another indication of the prominence given Tolton by parts of the American Catholic hierarchy was his participation a few months later on the altar at an international celebration of the establishment of the first U.S. Catholic diocese in Baltimore. Writing about it in the New York Times edition of November 11, 1889, the correspondent noted that as Cardinal Gibbons retired to his dais on the altar at the Mass, the reporters in the impoverished press gallery noticed for the first time, not 6 feet away from him in the sanctuary among the abbots and other special dignitaries, the black face of Father Tolton of Chicago, the first colored Catholic priest ordained in America. Tolton began to be plagued by spells of illness in 1893. Because of them, he was forced to take a temporary leave of absence from his duties at St. Monica's Parish in 1895. At the age of 43 on July 8, 1897, he collapsed and died the following day at Mercy Hospital as a result of the heat wave in Chicago in 1897. After a funeral, which included 100 priests, Tolton's last wish was to be buried in the priest's lot in St. Peter's Cemetery in Quincy.